It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we've got the much-anticipated rematch of last year's Super Bowl. It's the Eagles and the Chiefs on Monday Night Prime Time.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57. As it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The Eagles at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. And
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's James returning. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On second down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Here's Pacheco. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's James. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. headed straight. It's Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's Pacheco once again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. All eyes on Dallas Goedert as the Eagles offense comes back out onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run right here with Swift. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Hard throw, incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And again, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts to throw. It's Mahomes. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down and 6 now. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Nelson Aguilar leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the first half, it was the reigning league MVP and Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, who did his thing. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll drop this one off to Swift. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. They'll get this down to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down. And
he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
In motion right is Tony. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Toss right side to Pacheco. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete. It's Okurebunom. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This is Swift on the counter. Oh, look at the juke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Fortson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Rashad Penny. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Mahomes will throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. Here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Toney. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. Right back to Toney. He's got another one.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Mahomes.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Here comes second down. A run by Pacheco on second down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And, Charles, I'm no psychologist, not going to pretend to play one here, not on TV, but it looked to me like the icing that might have gotten to him there.
I think it's a good idea. You and I will stay out of that business, but different kickers react in different ways. It doesn't faze some of them. Others, you're not quite sure, but for whatever the reason, this game is still tied.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that changes everything here in OT. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game. I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And now third and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it. Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This is caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving him.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as